Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. I post all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle related that are also vegan and cruelty-free. So if that's something that's interesting to you, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you leave and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It helps me out a lot. And let's get started. Today I'm going to be reviewing this new product from e.l.f. It is the Camo CC Cream, and I was so excited when I found out about this product, and I was even more excited when I found out what it is allegedly a dupe for. So before I switched my products over to being all cruelty-free and vegan, I was a huge fan of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, but IT Cosmetics is not cruelty-free. e.l.f. is 100% cruelty-free and vegan. So I'm really excited about this. I really hope that it holds a candle to that product because that's been one I've had a hard time finding a dupe for. It says that it's color correcting, full coverage, natural finish. It has skin loving ingredients, collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, and it is a broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen as well, which I think is so awesome. So I got the color Light 280N. It's with neutral, warm undertones. I'm hoping this is a good fit, but as always with drugstore makeup, you can't test it, so you just have to try it and hope for the best. This was the closest of, they were sold out of most colors, so this was the closest that they had. I got this from Rite Aid, by the way, if that's helpful at all. And I paid $14 for this. Very similar packaging to the IT Cosmetics. It has a nice little pump right here. And I really like the pump with the squeezy tube. I feel like you really are able to see if you're using all of the product or not. So I've already done my skincare. I'm not gonna use a primer for this because since it has SPF, I would probably use this directly after my skincare and probably wouldn't use a primer with it. And I'm gonna start with the brush and see how it applies. It does say on the back that it recommends using their e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush for an airbrushed finish. Okay, so I wouldn't say this is the best shade match ever for me, but it's not terrible. When I first put it on, it looked really orange, and now that it's kind of sinking into the skin, it looks a lot more like the side that I don't have anything on, but initially that kind of shocked me. It still is definitely very warm for being a warm neutral. I would just call this warm. I don't know that I would say that this is neutral. But yeah, the coverage is so good, and that's what I liked about the IT Cosmetics CC Cream was that it was a CC cream, so it was lightweight, but the coverage was almost as good as some of my full coverage foundations. I actually really like how it applied with the brush, so I'm gonna apply it with the brush on the other side too. I don't think that I would use a beauty blender or my fingers for this product. Okay, so that is definitely very full coverage. Like I said, very warm. I would probably go with the neutral if I were to buy this again. The finish is really pretty. It's definitely a more hydrating foundation, but I am going to add powder to it because, as I've said in previous videos, my skin is combo, so I do tend to get oily in the T-zone section as the day goes on. But off the bat, I really like how this looks. It's not settling into any fine lines, it's not emphasizing any texture, and it's just providing like a really pretty glow. So I'm going to add some concealer on camera and powder. So I'm gonna go in with this Hourglass concealer in the shade Cedar. This is the Vanish concealer, and I'm just gonna use a tiny bit on the inner corners and on the outer. A little bit in the center of the face to kind of brighten things up there. I forgot my concealer brush, so I'm just gonna use this. Concealer is done. I'm gonna set with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I love this powder so much. It's a really nice lightweight powder that's not gonna make you look cakey, but it does just kind of set everything in place. Go under the eyes. Take this fluffier brush. Okay, that looks so pretty. I love the way it looks with the powder. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be back to talk about the finish. And then I'm gonna check back in with you guys 2 more times today to give you an update on how it wears throughout the day. All right, I am back and I have finished my makeup look, and honestly, like, I am obsessed with this finish. I feel like it looks so natural on the skin. I can still see, like, you know, a little bit of imperfections here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty dang full coverage. And it feels so light on the skin, so comfortable. I love it. I have not been this excited about a foundation in a long time. So we will have to see how it wears, because that's the true test. I feel like a lot of times a foundation can look good at first, and then a few hours later, it's not so hot. So we'll have to see. So far, I really, really like the way that it looks, and I feel like I was able to apply my makeup on really seamlessly and everything blended out well. I'll zoom you guys in so you can get a closer look of how the foundation looks. All right, so I'm going to continue on with my day. I will check back in with you all in a few hours and give you an update on how it's wearing, and then I will do one more check-in before nighttime. So see you soon. All right, I am back. It has been about 4 hours now since I put the makeup on, so I just wanted to check in and let you know how it's wearing. It looks good. I would say that I'm definitely getting a little oily in the T-zone area. Totally to be expected with my skin. This happens with pretty much every foundation. It doesn't look greasy and it doesn't look bad. Like, I wouldn't feel the need to reapply powder. If I were to look in the mirror and see this, I would be fine with it. It has stayed on really well. Like, I ate a huge burrito from Chipotle, and it's pretty much stayed on around my mouth, but it hasn't settled into my fine lines or anything. It still looks really, like, nice and glowy and dewy, but still natural. I'm really, really happy with this so far, and we'll have to see how it wears for the next few hours, but so far I really am a fan. Don't really have much else to say about it, but I will zoom you guys in to get a closer look, and I will check back in with you in a bit. All right, I am back. It has been about 5.5 hours since I last saw you guys, so quite a bit of time has passed, and I have not touched it since I put it on this morning. So I definitely am oily in the T-zone area, as I said, to be expected. I would say I got a little bit more oily since I last checked in with you all, but nothing too crazy. There are still spots of my face that aren't oily, like around my chin and stuff. It's mostly just shiny in this T-zone area. But aside from that, it has stayed on really well. I feel like it has gotten into my smile lines and my fine lines a little bit more now that more time has passed. Definitely around my mouth, around my nose, places that I normally touch without realizing that I'm touching. That's kind of where it's rubbed off. So it's definitely not going to be like the most long-lasting foundation, but for the most part, it still looks good. Like, I'm not mad about this after, what, 9.5 hours of wear. I'm not mad about this being what my face looks like. It could be way worse. I really am a big fan of this product as something that you can get from the drugstore. It's full coverage. It has sunscreen in it. I mean, it kind of just checks all the boxes for me. I think it's a really nice finish that a lot of different skin types will enjoy. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't go for this. You might not love it. But if you have combo or dry skin, this is a really nice foundation. I think those of you with dry skin are gonna love this. When I was really into the It Cosmetics CC cream, it was around the time when I had acne, really bad cystic acne, and so I was on some creams from my dermatologist and things like that that were really drying out my skin, and I loved this. So I do think if you have dry skin, this is a must. I think if you have combo skin, you're also gonna like it. You're just gonna have to powder probably once or twice throughout the day, which I think most of us with combo skin are used to, or we just embrace the shine. So yeah, I'm so excited about this. I have not gotten this excited about a foundation product in a long time. I think it's such a steal. I think it's definitely a must to add to your collection, and I will be wearing it a lot in quarantine. I feel like this is a really good foundation for those of us who are just at home. We need a little bit of sunscreen, we need a little bit of coverage, this is a great one. You can really control how much you add on, and it's gonna give you a really nice even skin tone, but it's not going to be super heavy on the skin and feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup all day. So yeah, this is gonna be a win for me. I think it works really well with my skin type, and I'm curious to hear if you guys have tried it out and what your thoughts were. Definitely leave them in the comments down below. Let me zoom you guys in real quick so you can see how the foundation has worn and see where it's kind of like rubbed off and stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. It helps my videos get discovered. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate you, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.